Coach, after a pretty solid win at Minnesota, first road win in a while after what happened at Purdue, at Indiana. I mean, how would you assess where this Michigan State team is almost halfway through the Big Ten?
Well, I think we're all in trouble, if you want the truth. I mean, I just saw Minnesota play so good at Ohio State, and today they couldn't buy a shot. You know, they had some looks the first half. That wasn't us. And we felt like we did that at Indiana. You know, it seems like everybody's going through this period. But to win on the road against a team that I really think is playing their best basketball right now, coming off a big win, it was a big win for us. But like I said, they had shot after shot that I swore was going in. I told my guys every time out, they'll make those shots. We did do a good job on Carr. We put a lot into Carr. Naturu is a great player, but we're getting better. I think you could still see where Cassius is. He looks tired, and we're not quite there. Xavier's getting better. I was really happy for Aaron Henry, Gabe, and Rocket Watts, because defensively they were very good. And Henry is, I'm just trying to find the, I call it the consistency button. And if I could find that, and we got three of them, then the role players can play their roles, and we could be a really good team.
So put that in perspective. To win a conference championship, to win a national championship in this era, how much do you need your own version of a big three?
Oh, I think everybody needs it, and we're all like missing it. Like Culture is a kid for Minnesota, they got Carr right now, and they got Turu. Those two kids are as good as anybody in the league. You need one more. We got Winston, and we've got Xavier, but you need one more that has consistency, that you can rely on every day. Like last year we didn't have great scorers, but McQuaid and Kenny Goins, they were consistent. We knew every day what they were giving us. So, but I don't know if there's many teams in the country, Andy. I haven't seen many that have it right now. I think we're all up for the same thing right now. I think there's so many teams that could win this league, and then there's so many teams that could still win a national championship.
Yeah, I just want to delve on that real quickly, those last two things. The conference. People thought I was crazy putting in 12 teams in this snapshot in time in the NCAA tournament, but 12 of the 14 were deserving at least now. I don't know if that would happen, could happen, but clearly the depth is there relative to the rest of the country, the ACC, the SEC. They may not produce as many. You've been in this league for decades. How would you assess the depth?
The way you said it, is that insulting that I'm old, or what did you?
This is my 30th year.
Yeah, so you're old too. I agree with you. I mean, we're going to beat the hell out of each other now, because that's the time of year. I said schedule's been kind of crazy. We played all those home games early. Some teams like this played road games. So it's been hard to get a feel where everybody is. But I think that any one of these teams, I don't want to play these guys again in the Big Ten tournament. I don't want to play, I haven't played Ohio State yet. I've played Michigan. I haven't played Maryland yet. There's some good teams. Played Wisconsin. They played bad at our place. Then they played great. Then they set 18 threes, and then the next night they can't hit 8 layups. It's just been crazy, and I don't know why. I've got my thoughts, but we're all looking for consistency. I bet you Richard tonight is saying, how could I get those kind of open shots and not make them? Because I know those guys are good shooters, especially Willis and Culture. And I'm saying that sometimes, even with Cassius lately, But tonight he played better, and when your best players play well, you get at least 2.5 of them. That's what we had tonight. They had a Turu. Carr didn't play as well. I think that's the way it's going to be all over the country.
And nationally. Right now, how many teams could you say could win the title?
Well, we played Gonzaga in an exhibition game. We played Kentucky. We played Duke. We played Seton Hall. Those are some of the top 10 teams. And I think they're all better than us. They're as good as us, but I think we're as good as some of them too. So I'd say all those are the same. I look out west. Seriously, I bet you there's 25 teams that have just as good a chance. Back in 2009, we played North Carolina in the beginning of the year. They beat us by 24. We played them in a championship game. They beat us by 20. They were head and shoulders above everybody. I don't see anybody in that shoes today, which is good and bad.
Appreciate it, Tom. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy.